Hello everybody and welcome to my channel, MS Design ASMR. Today we are finally doing the swatch video of Jeffree Star's Jawbreaker palette. And I have previously done the videos for the Blue Blood palette and the 24 karat palette. So without further ado, I am wearing what I call my flamingo shirt currently in honor of the bright neon colors. So let's go ahead. So the Jawbreaker palette comes in these metallic pink packaging, which is Jeffree Star's color, and it is the largest palette that he's made, with 24 shades, I believe. That is correct. 24 shades, neons, pastels, and of course it comes with a mirror. So, without further ado, let's get started. And for this one, I will go ahead and flip it around because I gotta be able to read the colors. So, 4 rows of shades, mattes, metallics. I did not get the mini breaker, it was mostly purple colors. I did like the orange slice color that was in the palette, but I opted for the Brain Freeze highlighting palette instead. So let's go ahead and start with the first row. The first color, again, seems to be a theme on his palettes, is the white shade. And this one, I believe he said it was like a bone white. And it's called Virgin. And I'm going to try to make this all in one arm as next to each other as close as possible, okay? Because there's a lot of shades here. And you'll probably have to build up some color, of course. For some of the shades, I remember reading that on some of the reviews. So it is definitely a bone white. It has a little bit of yellow hue. The next shade next to that on the first row is called Good Morning. Good morning, good evening, whatever you want to do. It is a light, I want to say it's a light peachy pink color. Again, very light. Not sure if you can see that very well. The third shade is Bubblegum, and it is a pastel pink, what I'd like to call a Pepto-Bismol color. And so far those three are not my favorite colors, but the fourth color in the palette reminds me of the Thirsty palette, which I also have. If you'd like to meet me to do a swatch ASMR video of the Thirsty palette, let me know in the comments below. It was my first palette I actually bought of Jeffree Star's last summer. And this is supposed to be a brighter shade of yellow. And I'm not pressing very hard on the pans, so I'm sure you would get a lot more color if you did. Right there. It reminds me, the 4 first colors remind me of Easter. The fifth color is called Suck, and I would say it is almost a neon orange-red color. That one's different. That's actually the prettiest shade on the top row. And the last shade in the top row is called Licorice, and it is this red color. I'd almost say it's a true fire engine red. And there is the first row. Obviously that angle does not work, but everybody, that is the first row. Okay, the second row, we have the color Cute, and it is a light, I would call it a sea green color. Let's check it out. This would be a matte pastel. You definitely get a rainbow effect with these colors. The second color in the second row is a word I will not say on camera. You can figure it out. And it is this bright, I'd almost say a coral pink color in a neon shade version of itself. That's a cool color. The light pastel purple next to it is called Gum Drop. Jeffree Star likes to name a lot of his shadows after candy or something with sugar, as he says he has a sugar addiction. I think we can all relate to that. And it actually goes pretty well with the previous color. The next color is called Snack, and it's probably my favorite color in the row because it is a metallic peach color. And honestly, I like the shimmering shades anyway. They're really buttery, by the way. And that definitely shimmers. And to go with the Brain Freeze highlighting palette, he also has a Brain Freeze shade, which is this pastel baby blue. I think you can see that. Okay. And there is a metallic white shade in this row, which matches the actual container or carton that the palette came in, and it's called Jawbreaker. It's similar to the Cullinan shade in the Blue Blood palette, but it has a gold shift to its shimmer. So that definitely reminds me of a pearl metallic, which looks pretty cool. Okay, moving on to the third row, we have a, I want to say a rose red metallic color. I would say so far that's my favorite color. The next color in the third row is called Orange Juice, and this is probably, from first impressions, my favorite color. You don't see a lot of orange in makeup, but what do I know? But here we go. And that one is very, very neat. Okay. The only green I would say in the palette is the next color, and it is the color called Sour. It is, I would have liked to see a bright green shade in this palette, but he did not put that in here. Probably because that would be seen in the Alien palette, and there's not a lot of blues either, which would be in the Blue Blood palette. But here we go. But I don't think he had a pastel green. The fourth color in the third row is called Soaked. It definitely reminds me of a color in the Blue Blood palette. I think it was called Blue Monday. Not bad, not malt from the Tasty Treat in Yankton, South Dakota. It is this loose meat sandwich drive-in restaurant, similar to the lunchbox that's in the show Roseanne, if you have any idea what that is. Okay, so the last color in the third row is called Cotton Candy, and it is this pretty glittery pink color. I hate ruining the star shapes in there. That is very bright. It is a neon pink metallic color. Moving on to the final row, we have a yellow gold metallic, which you will find in a lot of my paintings as well. Experimenting on some coasters for more of a yellow gold look, and this is absolutely pretty. It reminds me a little bit of the color Liberace in the 24K highlighting palette. The next color is called Bite Me, and it is a dark metallic purple. And I'm almost out of arm space, but I think we'll make it. Third shade is called Cherry Wet. It is this matte cherry red color. Okay. The only neutral in the palette that's a brown is called Tasty, and it reminds me of milk chocolate. That goes really well with the cherry red, because who doesn't like gorgeous cherries? The second to last color is called Cone, and it is definitely like a waffle cone for ice cream. Let's get a better finger for that one. Okay. And that is definitely one of the lighter shades of the palette. And the last color is, I want to say this is a grayish purple color, and it's called Delicious. We'll check it out. At first thoughts, it looks like my least favorite color in the palette, but I could be wrong. It is definitely more of a hazy, dark blue. So everybody, that is the shade range on one arm. Let me move this out of the way. That is the shade range. And you're getting a lot of colors in this one. 24 shades. And this is Jeffree Star's version of a rainbow palette. And everybody, that is the Jawbreaker palette. Let me know what is your favorite shade of the palette. I would honestly say, looking at the pans, I was excited about the lemon drop and the orange juice, but when looking at the arm, I would still say lemon drop, but I would almost go for the snack color, and I think the pink color and purple colors next to that as well were pretty neat. The matte shades are alright, and I'm sure they're more wearable, but I honestly, I don't know. I am a metallic person. I love shiny things. I've got the shiny syndrome, so to speak. And, well, let me know in the comments. Have you bought the palette? Did you buy the Mini Breaker palette? Which color is your favorite from the Jawbreaker main palette? Don't forget to comment see the 24K palette I have, or sorry, the Ice palette, the Thirsty palette that came out last year. I'll be shooting another video for the Brain Freeze palette, which was very